Hey guys, so I just received a message about 15 minutes ago asking for my personal tips and tricks to surviving the terrible recovery known as jaw surgery. So I figured in the very least I could give you guys that much. Although, personal disclaimer here, I had just lower surgery, so if you've had upper surgery, some of these things might not actually help you. I mean, most of them will because they're pretty general. I tried to keep it general as opposed to going into specifics. But I feel your pain, I do, and I hope that you recover really well. But these are just things that I picked up on. The first one being oral hygiene during the first few weeks. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I am a giant hygiene freak. I absolutely hate when I can't brush my teeth more than like 3 times a day. So jaw surgery healing was not a fun period of time for me. I know that the first 2 weeks was hell. I mean, you can't brush the inside of your mouth when there's elastics that you're not allowed to remove. So that was nasty. I had to take mine off 3 times a day after the first week because of the whole oral thrush thing. At that point, my mouth would not even open more than I would say 2 centimeters was about the extent of what I could open my mouth to. So at that point, it was just the mouthwash they had given me for the thrush, and then right before I went to bed, I would take them off a 4th time and rinse my mouth with super strong mouthwash, just to get the taste of all that dairy product that you're taking in out of my mouth. I found that helped a little bit. After that, after the first 2 weeks, I wanted to brush my teeth, but my mouth was still really, really small. So at that point, I couldn't really do much. But once your mouth starts to loosen up, and I don't mean loosen up, I mean that much space, you can't get anything in there. I mean, you try getting a toothbrush in there, and it's not happening. So what I found was that these baby toothbrushes will be your best friend, because you can get the tip is small enough to get it in between your teeth, and then you're golden. I mean, you can brush the inside of your teeth, the outside, and it's small enough and soft enough that it's not going to kill where your stitches are. And let me tell you, you do not want food in your stitches, so you're going to want to brush your teeth. That's about all I got for oral hygiene. Just lots of creative ideas will help you out there. For swelling and pain, I found, my sister actually found this, because she works at Shoppers. These ice packs, anything that's super squishy, will be your best friend. I find that, I don't know what it is about freezers and ice packs, but it freezes them solid, and those things do not feel good on a swollen, sore face. This thing can't freeze. It's beads, and for some, the beads get cold, they're frozen, but they still move, so it fits to your face as opposed to putting a brick on your face. It was heaven. Once my sister found that, it was heaven. Another trick is that if you're feeling, I think it's swelling, you want ice, and heat, you want pain. For pain, you want heat. That might go against what doctors tell you, but at least for me, I found that the ice didn't help with the pain, it just took the swelling down. So I had ice on my face. I kept switching back and forth every 20 minutes the first 2 days, and then after that I stuck to just the heating pad, which I guess some people would regret because your swelling might not go down. But I look pretty okay right now. But yeah, if you have pain, try heating first, because for some reason it works. Aside from that, meds, if they give you T3s and you can physically stomach them, go for it. I can't stomach T3s. They make me incredibly sick. So he prescribed them to me, and I just never, I filled the prescription, but I never used them. simply because I get physically sick when I take them, so taking them went against everything that, I did not want to be bringing food, any form of, liquid that was in me. I did not want that coming back out of my elastic shut mouth, so I just avoided it completely. But if you can stomach them, go for it. I mean, they probably help a lot. Same with Advils. They gave me a stronger version of Advil, and that was fantastic. Or, what else did they give me? I had some form of really big painkiller, and I never used it. I avoided all painkillers, which most people think is insane. I've never been one for being chemically dependent on stuff, so I wasn't a fan of that idea. And then, also, that's all I can think of, although right now, I am 3 months post-op, and I went into the surgeon's office, and he asked if I'd been stretching my mouth, which he forgot that he told me not to, but now he's got me stretching my mouth. And if any of you guys are not in pain anymore and you kind of want to start looking into stretching your mouth, this is what they're going to start making you do. So he's given me 20 of these popsicle sticks, and basically he has me put them on top of one another until I get to a certain height, and right now that's 26 centimeters, I believe. And then you put those in between, you open your mouth, put them in, jam them in there, and then you have to spread the tips and shove another one in there. I can tell you that it's not fun, so I probably wouldn't advise you doing it until 3 months after surgery like me, simply because you could probably do a lot of damage if you're not doing it right. I know that if it's hurting, you're not doing it right. Although after 5 minutes of that on one side of your mouth, it starts to kill. I don't know why, it just does. I think because my muscles are so used to being shut. But yeah, I'm not doing absolutely fantastic with how wide my mouth is opening so far, but everything else is perfect. So it's just going to take a lot of stretching and a lot of rehab work, basically, to get my mouth back to where it used to be. I used to be wide mouth Tyler, and it's not there anymore. It won't open. So here's to hoping that gets better. I hope this video helped, even in the slightest. I mean, something has got to give, right? This recovery's not fun, but keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming. It can only get better from the first day after surgery. It can only get better. I promise you. That I promise you. That is universal between anyone that's had jaw surgery. It gets better. So here's to hoping that you guys recover really well. I'll talk to you guys later.